So what does a truly top-tier product strategy actually look like at a company like Amazon? We're about to deconstruct a masterclass answer to a really high-stakes interview question. And trust me, this isn't about just listing a few cool features. It's about a complete systemic vision. Let's get right into it.
Okay, before we even get to the solution, you've got to understand the sheer scale of the problem we're talking about here. We're not dealing with a minor inefficiency. We are talking about a $10 billion problem.
Yeah, that's the estimated price tag for apparel returns alone for a retail giant. But look, it's so much more than a number on a spreadsheet. It's basically a tax on growth. It's a massive logistical nightmare, and it's a huge drain on resources. So solving this, it isn't a small project, it's a strategic imperative.
And this is it. This is the question that sets the whole thing in motion. It's a high-stakes L7 level prompt. We're talking a senior leadership role at Amazon. The interviewer isn't just looking for a new app feature. No way. They're asking for a grand vision that connects technology to the physical supply chain and completely changes the business.
So how do you even begin to answer a question that big? Well, a top candidate doesn't jump right into features. Nope. Their very first move is to frame the entire vision. They give it a powerful name, something ambitious and memorable that shows right away they're in command. This opening move is absolutely critical. By naming the system Prophetic Fulfillment, the candidate is already taking ownership of the solution. Then they state the core idea, predicting returns before they even happen, which is a huge mental shift. And then, bam, they lay out a clear three-pillar structure. In just a few seconds, they've shown vision, clarity, and structured thinking. That's an L7 level play right there.
All right, let's dive into that first pillar. It is all about data. But not just any data. This is where the candidate plays their ace. They leverage Amazon's most powerful, unique asset, its proprietary data moat. All that information it already has on millions and millions of customers.
And this is a perfect example of Amazon's invent and simplify leadership principle. The old way, asking you to find a tape measure and figure out your own size, it's high friction. And honestly, who even does it right? The Amazon way is to use the decade of purchase history they already have. The system knows your true size in Nike, in Adidas, in dozens of brands. It uses what it already has to solve the problem with zero friction for you.
But then it gets even better. The candidate suggests using generative AI not just to tell you a size, but to show you a heat map on an avatar of you. It would highlight exactly where a shirt might be a little too tight across the shoulders. This is a total game changer. It moves you, the customer, from the vague uncertainty of, I think it fits, to the absolute confidence of, I know how it feels.
Okay, a great digital product is one thing, but a senior leader has to connect the app to the van. Pillar 2 is all about bridging that gap, connecting the slick digital experience to Amazon's enormous physical logistics network. This is where the strategy gets really real.
This is just a masterclass in operational excellence and frugality. The AI gives every order a confidence score. If that score is low, say a customer is bracketing by ordering 3 different sizes of the same pants, the system automatically diverts that order away from the expensive 2-hour delivery. I mean, why waste your fastest, most expensive delivery slots on items you know are almost guaranteed to come back? You save those for the high-confidence keepers.
And all of this is done to serve the one North Star metric that truly matters, net landed margin. This isn't some vanity metric like engagement. This is the real bottom-line profit you make after every single cost, from shipping to processing returns, is factored in. By focusing on this, the candidate proves they're thinking like a general manager, not just a product person.
So the strategy for apparel is rock solid, but a great leader knows the interviewer's next question is coming. Okay, but how does this scale? Pillar 3 answers that perfectly by tackling a whole new category, home decor, while showing off another key Amazon principle, frugality.
And here's the trap the interviewer's laying. They know that creating detailed 3D models of every single sofa and lamp in the catalog is incredibly expensive and GPU intensive. It's a potential deal breaker, a flaw in the plan that could sink the whole idea just based on cost.
But the candidate sidesteps this trap beautifully with a much more frugal solution, generative in-painting. Instead of expensive 3D models, the customer just takes a quick photo of their room. The AI digitally removes their old sofa and then paints in the new one, perfectly matching the unique lighting and shadows of that actual space. This solves a massive reason for returns, color mismatch. And even better, it creates a self-healing catalog, using return data to automatically fix product images for the next person. It's just an incredibly elegant and cost-effective solution.
So, we've got 3 incredibly strong pillars. But this final move, this is what separates a great answer from an exceptional one.
It's connecting this entire brilliant strategy back to the very heart of Amazon's business model.
Because at Amazon, everything, and I mean everything, has to serve the flywheel. A winning idea can't just solve one problem in isolation. It has to be fuel for the company's entire long-term growth engine.
And here's exactly how it works. This prophetic fulfillment system isn't just about saving money. When you lower returns, you lower your operating costs. Lower costs mean Amazon can offer lower prices to customers. Lower prices attract more customers, which drives more traffic. More traffic leads to more sales and more data, which makes the prediction AI even smarter. You see, the system feeds itself, spinning the entire Amazon flywheel faster and faster.
And this is the candidate's powerful closing statement. It reframes the entire mission. It's not about logistics anymore. It's about using technology to remove doubt and deliver confidence to the customer. So good.
So that's the breakdown. It's about systemic thinking, a ruthless focus on what actually drives the business, and a compelling vision. The takeaway for you is clear. It's not enough to have a good idea. The real challenge, the question you should be asking yourself, is this: how will my next big idea connect to and accelerate the core flywheel of my company?